If you've been with us in the last month and a half or so, the best match play record that didn't qualify for the semis. He's going to work that crowd.
Robert doesn't leave anything in the bag when he lets go of it.
Now the man that describes himself as the old guy falling apart. Bad knee, bad neck. Good rhythm.
Nice shot.
He got some revenge against fellow Hall of Famer Parker Bone in the round of 32, defeating Parker 3-2. Of course, 3 weeks ago in Nashville, Parker swept Williams in the quickest match of the match. And then last night against Robert Smith. In search of PBA title number 34, he opens up with a double.
And right away, we're going to see the two completely different lines. Nice shot there from Walter. Walter playing a much straighter line. Robert Smith playing the deep inside angle. Both of them getting to the pocket early on.
Robbed.
Oh, man, that was nice.
That ball entered the pocket so hard, it went right past the 9-pin. See the deep inside angle. Now watch when the ball enters the pocket. It's going to go right by the 9-pin. And that's because of the awesome power and revolutions that Robert Smith has.
No problem.
Leonard, you're not writing AI code, are you? Leonard, you're not an engineer. You're the brains behind...
In his match last night, he's looked at how Robert became the wild card. In his match against Walter Ray, he said, I gave him everything I had, I just couldn't get him. First 3 games of their 4-game match, Robert averaged 241, but Williams, not having much of that, 255 average.
Walter said he did get a lot of breaks, though, in his route to getting here tonight. Maximum Bob. Take a look from ground level. 579 rev rate. The average league bowler has around 250. That's where he creates all that power.
That's a measurement by the way of rotations off the hand, right?
Rotation off the hand enters the bowler. RPMs.
What would your average league bowler rev rate be?
I think the average league bowler is somewhere between 175 and 250. The average tour player, 375 to 400.
Walter's wife, Paige, you got to see their house if you were with us last week in Grand Rapids, a little tour.
I have a new summer job at Walter's house. I'm the new pool boy. Oh, what's this? What a break! Trick 479.
It goes right back to what you said. He told us last night, he said he has had so many breaks this week, he said it's been stupid. His words, stupid.
Exactly, Jim. Watch the tremendous break here. The headpin's going to go to the sidewall. Trips the 4-7. 4-pin goes into the 9.
Look.
Walter says, just another one of many I've gotten for the week.
Strike, spare strike. Thank you very much.
With the exception of that solid 9 in the second frame, we've got a match that's all square. Unfortunately, that break that Robert didn't get, he's down by 20.
Robert called his 4-year-old daughter, Kayla, who is watching back in Simi Valley, California tonight, to tell his daughter he was going to be on TV. Daughter Kayla just laughed, said, no, Daddy, the only thing on TV are cartoons. Wow. And Daddy with a double.
Who wants some of that? Don't try this at home. That's high-octane stuff. You know, what makes Walter Ray so great is a lot of people would be intimidated by the awesome power of Robert Smith, and Walter playing a completely different line. It's just, you know, ho-hum, I'm going to go out here and play my game, I make my shots.
Hey, your stroker just had a 5-bagger there.
The stroker's looking pretty good. Walter playing right around the second arrow. Real direct line. Keeps his hand underneath it. Keeps the ball real straight, real in line. Keeping your hand underneath it will make the ball tumble end over end. If you rotate around the side like Robert Smith does, that's how you're able to get the ball to go to the right and then recover. Because the ball always tries to travel in direction of rotation, which faces the way. That time Jimmy doesn't get the break.
Oh,
I
no,
thought the key, or at least
something.
one of the keys, would be boards 9, 10, 11 tonight, huh?
Boards 9, 10, 11 is exactly the area that he's trying to play. And I would have thought, based off of the last shot that he threw on that lane, when he tripped the 4-7-9 up, that he would have made a small adjustment, moving his feet to the left or picking up his ball speed to hold the ball in line.
So after 5 in a row, the 6th is open. It's the wild card match, looking for his 34th PBA title. Walter Ray Williams Jr. against Robert Smith.
If you want a cheaper time to go racing at K1 speed, then make sure you come in every Tuesday for our buy two.
The 27-year-old right-hander out of Simi Valley, California, Robert Smith, looking for his 3rd PBA title.
Take a look at these numbers from our computer-aided tracking system, which is down on the lanes. Notice the 500, 572, the 579. Compared to what Walter Ray's doing, there's the difference between a lot of hook and the straight line that Walter Ray's playing. More revolutions off your hand equals greater hook.
Pretty good footwork there, and speaking of, feet don't fail me now. Time for our feature, the Dexter Footwork of the Pros.
This week, my Dexter solution was the number 2 heel with the number 4 sole. The approaches this week were wood, normal approaches. They seemed to be pretty well. So with my power game, it allowed me to get the nice plant that I need to create the leverage to get the ball through the front of the lane here, to get the ball to read the back end instead of reading the front, which is what I do not need.
Wow, what a break. That ball came back from nowhere. He uses that good footing to create all that leverage and all that power.
Right in the pin deck, coming at you 5 in a row.
Look at that pin get airborne. Take the 2-8 out. And he knows that was a great break.
Walter now down by 16.
Big shot coming up for Walter right here on the left lane that he struggled on. Be interesting to see what kind of adjustment he makes. I would move in a little bit, give the ball just a little bit more room on that lane.
Wow!
David Duvall in action at the Buick Challenge. Up by 7.
Ooh.
God, just a touch fast.
Heard Robert say that was a touch fast. Deep inside line, laying the ball down next to the left gutter. Watch how much room that ball covers down the lane.
Said he wasn't going to be worried about what he would have to do. He was going to be worried about what he will do.
What he just did there was a big mistake. Single pin spare miss. He had a commanding lead in the match. Although Walter was on a double, or is on a double rather, he just opened the door for Walter Ray Williams Jr. Robert Smith going at a 2:47 pace right now. Walter Ray, possible 2:63. Still a great match so far, Jim. 2 hiccups, the solid 9, which wasn't his fault. It was a great shot, then leaving the ring in 10 and then missing it in the 8th frame. Robert Smith could very easily have the front 9. Foundation frame, 9th frame, Walter Ray leads by 6.
the 9.
Well, good and bad there. He gets the good break by tripping the 4 and only leaving the 9. However, he still left the 9 pin. Easy spare for Walter. He won't miss this spare. Gets the good break by tripping the 4, but nothing coming over to take care of the 9 pin.
Now an impossible 242.
Oh.
So after 5 in a row, open in the 6th, the double in 7 and 8, and the spare in 9. Man with his own website, and he would like to take issue with the folks that have written in on the website and ask why he doesn't like kids. That's nuts. He loves kids.
You should see how he interacts with my daughter. My daughter just loves Walter Ray, and he doesn't.
Well, get off it. Write somebody else.
Yeah, that's total nonsense. Walter loves children. He's a great guy. Never has anything bad to say about anybody. Now, here's the situation. With a spare and a strike, Walter will shoot 231. That will force Robert Smith to get the first strike in the 10th to win the match.
Oh. Scaring.
Robert's grandmother is watching, Grandma Dell, back there in Grants Pass, Oregon. If you don't know where that is, about 20 miles north of Medford, up Interstate 5. And best wishes, because she's a little under the weather, right, Pards?
Not feeling well. Best wishes. All right, there you have it. Walter Ray, 231. Here's the situation. First strike in the 10th frame and reasonable count. 6 spare. Robert Smith advances. If he doesn't get the first hit, Walter Ray Williams Jr. moves on.
Still alive. Kayla back there in Simi Valley. Your dad is still in it.
One shot away from advancing.
Said this is the first week in a long time he's not been down on himself. I mean, things are starting to come together, and results like this in a must-make situation.
Well, you know, it always feels good when you make the shot you need to make under pressure, and then the results are like that. There's your winner. Come on.
So he will advance as he looks for his 3rd PBA crown. We'll check the Bayer brackets. Chris Barnes awaits. He's already won this year in Nashville. When we come back, Patrick Allen up against Jason Hurd.
Hope you have to subscribe.